Take a look at your bank statement. No, really, look at that one line item that feels like a slow leak in your tires, the one that keeps getting bigger even though your life hasn't changed. I'm talking about your insurance premiums. Right now, in 2026, the average American family is paying nearly $27,000 a year for health coverage alone. That's the price of a brand new hybrid car every single year. And if you've noticed your car insurance jumping 12% since last year, you aren't crazy. You're being caught in a perfect storm of the subsidy cliff and skyrocketing repair costs. But here's the truth the big carriers don't want you to know. Most families are overpaying by 30 to 40% simply because they haven't performed a life stage audit in years. We've been trained to set it and forget it. But in 2026, forgetting it is costing you your retirement. Today, I'm showing you exactly why the system is rigged against the loyal customer and giving you the three-step insurance audit to fix it. This isn't just about pennies, it's about reclaiming your family's freedom. To fix the problem, we have to understand the why. Why did your bills suddenly double this January? First, let's talk about the 2026 subsidy cliff. For the last few years, many of us benefited from enhanced tax credits that made health insurance affordable, but those credits have sunset. If your household income is over 400% of the federal poverty line, about $128,000 for a family of four, your subsidies might have vanished overnight. For a 60-year-old couple, this means premiums could have jumped from $300 a month to over $2,000. That's a mortgage payment. Then there's the loyalty penalty. In the insurance world, being a long-term customer often works against you. Insurers use price optimization algorithms. They know who's likely to shop around and who is sticky, meaning people who just pay the bill without looking. If you've been with the same car insurer for 5 years, you're likely paying a laziness tax of hundreds of dollars because they aren't offering you the new customer rates they're using to lure in your neighbor. In the car insurance world, it's even more technical. Cars are becoming computers on wheels. A simple fender bender that used to cost $500 to fix now costs $5,000 because of sensors and LiDAR. The insurance companies are passing those costs directly to you. But here's the kicker. Your coverage might not have kept up with your life. Are you still paying for full collision on a 12-year-old sedan that's worth less than your deductible? You're literally throwing money away. Are you paying for any occupation disability when you need own occupation coverage to actually protect your specific career? These tiny wording differences in your policy are the difference between being protected and being broke. We've also seen a massive rise in medical inflation. Hospital costs are up 7%, and prescription drugs are even higher. If you're still on the same plan you had in 2023, you're likely paying for a network of doctors you don't even use, or a high-deductible plan that doesn't provide enough preventative value. Most families are overinsured on small things and underinsured on the catastrophes that actually cause bankruptcy. We have to shift from a buying products mindset to a managing risk mindset. It's time to stop being a passive victim of the billing department and start being the CEO of your household finances. So, how do we stop the bleeding? We use the three-step switch. This is the exact framework I use with my high net worth clients, but it works for every single person watching this. Step 1, the inventory, the one-line test. Grab every policy you have, home, auto, health, life. For every single one, I want you to finish this sentence. This policy exists to... This car insurance exists to protect my $40,000 SUV. Great. This life insurance exists to pay off the mortgage if I die. Perfect. But if you say, I have this because my agent said I should, that's a red flag. Check your deductibles. In 2026, if you have $5,000 in an emergency fund, why is your car deductible only $500? Raising that to $1,000 or $2,000 can slash your monthly premium by 15 to 30%. You're essentially self-insuring the small stuff to save big on the monthly. Step 2, identify the life stage gap. Your insurance needs change as you age. If you're a beginner in your 20s, you need high liability car insurance because one accident can garnish your future wages for decades. If you're in your 40s with house and kids, you might need an umbrella policy. It's the cheapest way to get $1 million in extra protection.
For health insurance, check your total cost of care, not just the premium. If you have a chronic condition, a higher premium plan with a lower deductible might actually save you $4,000 a year in out-of-pocket costs. Conversely, if you're healthy, look into an HSA qualified plan. It's the only triple tax-advantaged account in the U.S. You save on taxes while building a medical nest egg. Step 3. The annual switch, the 15-minute rule. Never accept a renewal notice without getting at least 2 other quotes. Use independent agents who can shop 20+ carriers at once. For car insurance, ask about telematics. If you're a safe driver, letting an app track your braking and speed can save you up to 40%. For health, if the subsidy cliff hits you hard, look at super top-up plans or base plus wrapper strategies. The goal isn't just to find the cheapest, it's to find the most efficient. Sometimes that means bundling your home and auto, but sometimes the bundled discount is a trap that hides a 20% markup on the individual policies. You have to verify. I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a lot of paperwork, and you're right, it's work. But let's talk about why we do this. Finance isn't about spreadsheets. It's about sleep. It's about being able to lay your head on the pillow at night knowing that if a distracted driver hits your car or if a medical diagnosis changes your life tomorrow, your family won't lose their home. In the U.S., 60% of personal bankruptcies are tied to medical debt. That's a heartbreaking statistic because so many of those families had insurance. They just had the wrong insurance. They were paying for the brand name instead of the protection. When you perform an insurance audit, you aren't just saving $200 a month, you're finding $2,400 a year. Over 10 years, if you invested that in a simple S&P 500 index fund, that's over $35,000. That's a college fund. That's the down payment on a first home for your child. That's the difference between retiring at 65 or working until you're 75. We live in an era where convenience is sold to us as a benefit, but in finance, convenience is a product sold to people who are too tired to look. I'm telling you, don't be too tired. You work too hard for your money to let it leak out through a policy you signed 5 years ago and haven't looked at since. This is about taking back control. The system, the big carriers, the automated billing, the complex jargon, it's designed to make you feel overwhelmed so you stay put. But when you understand the 3-step switch, the power shifts back to you. You become the one in the driver's seat. Imagine the feeling of calling your agent and saying, "I found the same coverage for $1,200 less." That's not just a win for your wallet, it's a win for your confidence. It proves that you are the steward of your family's future. You are building a legacy, one audited bill at a time. It's simple, it's practical, and it's the most emotional gift you can give your future self, the gift of security. If you're ready to stop overpaying, I've put a free 2026 insurance audit checklist in the description below. Download it, spend 15 minutes this weekend, and tell me in the comments how much you saved. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more practical U.S. finance and real estate tips. Let's get to work.